is lying. I'm telling you face to face. You are lying. God, you freaking said it. I remember everything. And I felt betrayed. And it hurt. And I remember in the house I used to say that I didn't like people. I didn't like making friends. We had something in common. Okay. And that was something that we understood. And that was something that we kept on capitalizing on, right? We're out of the house. Keep the same energy. Don't try to be my friend if you were my friend in the house. I have seen it all.
Hi guys, welcome to NAIJA Reality TV. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. If you're a new visitor, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's the BBNaija Reunion show day 11 and we are here for all the Glasgows. Tonight's episode was majorly focused on betrayal. And guess who betrayed a couple of housemates on this particular episode? It's the birthday boy himself, Neo.
But his own, I didn't understand. I didn't get it because he hasn't given me any reason till now.
So the show started with major Glasgows that happened during the game last year. We saw Nengi and Lucy's face-off. We saw Nengi and Kaisha's face-off. Then we saw Lucy and Prince's face-off as well. Now Nengi addressed those particular face-offs. She said she couldn't really remember what happened or what transpired between she and Lucy that eventually caused the outburst. Here we go with Nengi's amnesia again.
Kaisha's and I can't even remember how it happened. It just went from 0 to 100.
Now moving over to betrayal. The first set of betrayal was between Praise and Neo. The birthday boy himself. Happy birthday to Neo once again. He clocked 27. Today being the 1st of July 2021. Now Ebuka asked Praise to address Neo, putting him up for eviction, which eventually led to his eviction from the show. So now here's the backstory. The week before, Neo was up for eviction, but Praise saved Neo. Then the following week, Praise was up for eviction. So Praise felt, come on Neo, I got your back last week, you're supposed to get my back this week. In fact, Neo and Praise were up for eviction that particular week. Neo actually felt he was going to go home that week. Even further went to meet Praise that he should take care of his babe, that is V, when he leaves the house. Now when they were told to save housemates, guess what guys? Neo didn't save Praise. Now Praise felt betrayed by Neo's actions that particular day.
The previous week before that week, he was on eviction and I went into the house and then saved him.
In fact, he said him and Neo never spoke about it even up until now. He has never asked Neo why he acted that way. Well, Neo in his own defense said he was given the opportunity to save two people. Now V being his babe, it was a no-brainer kind of for him. He just had to save V. So who else could he save? He could have either saved Tricky T, Praise or Watoni. Now he said if he doesn't save Tricky T, nobody else will save Tricky T. Because he said Tricky T deserved to stay longer in the house. Now he said that there were other people that were ready to save Praise from getting evicted from the show that particular week. So he said he left Praise to be saved by other housemates while he received Tricky T. But guess what guys? Other housemates thought as well. So other housemates kept saving Tricky T and someone else. Tricky T and someone else, which eventually led to Praise having lower number of votes. Eventually, Praise got evicted from the show. Was that a good way to handle someone you call your G? Well, Neo said in the pecking order at that particular point in time, it was V, Tricky T and Praise for him. Now Praise in no defense said, come on guy, the previous week I saved you from getting evicted, so I believe you owe me that kind gesture to save me from being evicted from the show. Now moving on to Neo and Prince. Neo also had betrayed Prince at some point in time. Why do we keep having Neo in this conversation? Is this a good way to give him birthday gift from the BBNaija housemates? So Prince said Neo talked or rather made some derogatory statement about his father.
And I found out that someone, which is him, that I actually took as a brother, wasn't even a friend.
Now in the house, Prince cried when they were talking about their background, and when Prince was talking about his father, he shed some tears. Neo felt they were fake tears to him, so he said, or rather he made some derogatory statements about Prince, saying Prince lied about his father. Eventually, when Prince left the game, we all know Prince to be very competitive or highly competitive and being a sore loser, at least according to what the housemates said in the previous episode, that is the day 10 of the reunion show. So when Prince left the game, he saw everything Neo said about him now on camera. Now he said Neo went to the diary session to tell Biggie, or rather when Biggie asked Neo who he felt was faking tears or who he felt was fake in the house, Neo told Biggie that Prince was being fake, that those tears he shed when he was talking about his father, he felt he was lying, or he felt they were fake tears, crocodile tears if I must say. So when Prince saw those clips, he felt this was someone I call my brother. As a matter of fact, both of them went to the same university, the same school. So he said, this is someone I call my brother. In fact, Prince said when Neo vomited, he packed his vomit. V never did that. Tricky T never did that. Praise never did that. These are people that I call your G's in the house. They never did that. Me, I call you my brother. I was able to pack your vomit when you vomited. In fact, other housemates were surprised that Prince could extend such hand of gesture to Neo. Then Neo moving on to say he felt what he said about his father was a lie. It was totally uncalled for. He felt betrayed. So when the game ended, after the finale, Prince made a public statement to everyone that if you know you've made some derogatory statements about me in the house, please and please let us maintain that same energy. I don't want you to come up in my space after the show and be telling me you don't apologize and all that.
I make it known to everybody. I've seen things. If you know you said something, I have seen it. Keep the same energy.
So Prince, knowing that Neo practically betrayed him, he decided to cut all ties with Neo after the show. Hence the reason why Prince decided to ignore Neo when he wanted to apologize to him, because he felt those apologies will be fake, and he called him a snake. Well, when Ebuka asked V what she felt about it, one thing I actually like about V is the fact that she's always truthful. She was actually very truthful that Prince being angry at what Neo did was valid, and if Prince wanted to be angry at that, it's okay for Prince to be angry. And she felt Neo should apologize to Prince. End of discussion. Very diplomatic of V.
It should have just been a normal apology and move on. If you don't want to be friends, you don't have to be friends. His anger is warranted. He should have apologized in the end.
Then Prince further held his ground. He said Neo's apology was totally uncalled for. That doesn't even need his apology because Neo was conscious when he made those decisions to talk about his father in a derogatory manner. So he should learn to live with his actions.
Oh, he needed to apologize and he tried to, but I didn't give him apology. Why did you? Because I don't need it. He was conscious when he made those decisions, so he should leave them.
Now, Neo in his own defense said yes, he accepted that what he did at that particular point in time was wrong. But furthermore, he decided to reach out to Prince to apologize after the show ended a couple of times. But he said Prince ignored his calls and texts and never picked his messages, nor replied, nor responded to any of his messages. Well, Prince in his own defense said that, to be very honest, he didn't even see those messages, he didn't see those texts. And that's a brief breakdown on tonight's episode, the day 11 of BBNaija Reunion show. We all will be looking forward to the day 12 of the BBNaija Reunion show. And do not hesitate to check other content we have on our YouTube channel from other Naija reality TV shows. Till you see me again on the next episode, do not forget to stay safe. Boom.